Welcome, history enthusiasts. Let's journey back in time to 753 BC, the birth of Rome. A city that would grow to become one of the greatest empires in history, Rome's beginnings are shrouded in myth and legend. According to tradition, Rome was founded by two brothers, Romulus and Remus, who were raised by a she-wolf. However, the reality is likely far less fantastical. Early Rome was a melting pot of various tribes and cultures, slowly coalescing into a single entity over time. By the 6th century BC, Rome was ruled by a succession of kings, the last of which, Lucius Tarquinius Superbus, was known for his despotic rule. This led to his eventual overthrow and the establishment of the Roman Republic in 509 BC. This was a pivotal moment in Rome's history, marking the transition from monarchy to a form of government where power was shared among elected officials. The Roman Republic was a complex system of checks and balances, designed to prevent any one individual from gaining too much power. It was a radical concept for its time and laid the groundwork for many modern democratic principles. Under the Republic, Rome flourished. Its influence spread across the Italian peninsula, and it began to make its presence felt on the world stage. This was a period of expansion and growth marked by military conquests and the assimilation of other cultures into the Roman fold. Yet the Republic was not without its problems. Social inequality, political corruption, and internal power struggles were rampant. These issues would eventually lead to the downfall of the Republic and the rise of the Roman Empire. Thus, the stage was set for Rome to become a world power. From its humble beginnings as a small settlement on the banks of the Tiber River, Rome had grown into a republic, ready to leave its mark on history. But as we'll see in the next scenes, Rome's story was just beginning. The path to empire was fraught with challenges, and Rome's influence would extend far beyond its borders, shaping the course of human history in ways that still resonate today. Fast forward to 27 BC, Rome transforms from a republic into an empire. As the sun rose on this new chapter, a figure emerged from the shadows, destined to shape the trajectory of Rome. His name was Gaius Octavius, better known as Augustus Caesar. Adopted son of Julius Caesar, Augustus was cunning, charismatic, and ambitious. He was just the man Rome needed in this period of transformation. After the assassination of Julius Caesar in 44 BC, Rome was thrown into chaos. Civil wars erupted and Rome's future looked bleak. But amidst the turmoil, Augustus, along with Mark Antony and Marcus Lepidus, formed the Second Triumvirate, a political alliance that sought to restore order. The triumvirate, however, was not destined to last. Tensions rose, alliances broke, and it all culminated in the Battle of Actium in 31 BC. This was no ordinary battle. It was a clash of titans, a showdown between Augustus and Mark Antony, who had allied himself with the Egyptian queen Cleopatra. The Battle of Actium was pivotal. It was not just about who would control Rome, but also about the fate of the entire Mediterranean world. The stakes were high, the tension palpable, and when the dust settled, it was Augustus who emerged victorious. Mark Antony and Cleopatra, defeated and humiliated, chose to end their lives in Egypt. With his rivals out of the way, Augustus became the uncontested ruler of Rome. He smartly maneuvered to consolidate his power, securing the Senate's approval to take on the title of Augustus, meaning the revered one. He also introduced sweeping reforms in the military, administrative, and social systems, laying the foundation for a period known as the Pax Romana, or Roman peace, which saw relative stability and prosperity. Augustus Caesar's reign marked the end of the Roman Republic and the beginning of the Roman Empire. A period of grandeur, of gladiatorial battles, of architectural marvels, and of historical significance was ushered in. With Augustus Caesar, the Roman Empire begins its reign. By AD 117, Rome had reached the height of its power. Rome, the city of seven hills, was no longer just a city. It was the heart of a sprawling empire, an immense network of interconnected territories, cultures, and economies. It was a beacon of civilization that cast its light across the known world. The empire had expanded under a series of ambitious emperors, each leaving their own indelible mark on the history of Rome. One such emperor was Trajan. A soldier's soldier, Trajan was known for his military prowess. His reign was marked by a series of successful military campaigns. The conquest of Dacia, a region that corresponds to modern-day Romania and Moldova, was one of these triumphs. This victory not only added new territories to the empire but also brought immense wealth into its coffers, as Dacia was rich in gold and silver mines. Under Trajan's rule, the empire also annexed Arabia Petraea, an area encompassing much of modern-day Jordan with parts of Saudi Arabia, Israel, Palestine, and Syria. This annexation secured an important trade route to the east and further bolstered the empire's economic strength. The Roman Empire was not just about conquest and expansion, it was a testament to human achievement. Its road networks, aqueducts, and public buildings showcased the architectural and engineering prowess of the Romans. Its legal system laid the foundation for many modern legal codes. Its language, Latin, influenced many of the world's languages and remains the lingua franca of the scientific and legal worlds. Under Trajan, the Roman Empire reached its greatest extent. From the misty shores of Britannia in the west to the sun-drenched sands of Arabia in the east, from the icy forests of Germania in the north to the warm waters of the Mediterranean in the south, Rome was the master of all it surveyed. The Roman Empire had reached its zenith, stretching from the Atlantic Ocean to the Arabian Sea. Amidst the grandeur of the Roman Empire, a new faith was born: Christianity. This faith, which would eventually become one of the world's major religions, began with the teachings of Jesus Christ in the 1st century AD. Around the years 30 to 33 AD, Jesus Christ, a religious leader from the province of Judea, was crucified by Roman authorities. This event marked a turning point in history, as it set the stage for the birth and spread of Christianity. Jesus' teachings, which emphasized love, forgiveness, and the promise of eternal life, resonated with many people, both within and beyond the Roman Empire. In the years following Jesus' death, his disciples and followers, known as apostles, took up his mantle. They began to spread his teachings throughout the empire, braving the harsh realities of travel and the risks associated with their new faith. Their efforts were not in vain, as more and more people began to embrace Christianity. The teachings of Christianity offered hope and solace to many in the Roman Empire, especially the poor and oppressed. It preached a message of equality and love, offering a stark contrast to the often harsh realities of life under Roman rule. Despite the challenges, including periods of intense persecution, Christianity continued to grow and spread. It found its way into homes and hearts across the empire, from the bustling streets of Rome to the farthest reaches of the provinces. This growth was not without conflict. Many Romans, including some emperors, saw Christianity as a threat to the traditional Roman way of life. This led to periods of intense persecution, which, while devastating, also served to further galvanize the Christian community and spread their faith. Yet, through it all, Christianity persevered. It continued to grow, evolving from a small, persecuted sect into a major world religion, and it all began in the heart of the Roman Empire, a testament to the enduring power of faith. Thus, in the heart of the Roman Empire, the Christian faith took root. However, the birth of Christianity was not without turmoil. This new, rapidly spreading faith would soon face a tremendous test in the form of persecution from the Roman Empire. The early Christians, along with the Jews, were considered a threat to the Roman way of life. Their monotheistic beliefs directly contradicted the Roman custom of worshiping multiple gods, and their refusal to worship the emperor as a deity was seen as an act of disloyalty. This led to hostility and suspicion from the Roman authorities, who began to take measures to suppress these religious groups. One of the most significant incidents of this persecution was the destruction of the Second Temple in Jerusalem in the year 70 AD. This event marked the climax of the First Jewish-Roman War, a violent conflict that had raged for 4 years. The Romans, under the command of future Emperor Titus, laid siege to Jerusalem, and in the process, the Second Temple, the most holy site in Judaism, was obliterated. The destruction of the Second Temple was a devastating blow to the Jewish people. It marked the end of a central aspect of their religious practice and symbolized the might and ruthlessness of the Roman Empire. It also led to a diaspora, as many Jews were forced to flee Jerusalem and scatter throughout the Roman Empire and beyond. The Christians, too, were not spared from the wrath of the Roman authorities. They were often scapegoated for societal problems and subjected to severe punishment, including imprisonment, torture, and even death. Despite these brutal attempts to quash the spread of Christianity, the faith continued to grow, drawing strength from the resilience and determination of its followers. These were indeed dark times for the followers of the new faith. Yet they held steadfast in their beliefs, refusing to bow to the might of the Roman Empire. Their courage and resilience in the face of such adversity laid the groundwork for Christianity's eventual rise as a dominant world religion. These were dark times for the followers of the new faith. By AD 476, the mighty Roman Empire was no more. A statement that might shock those unfamiliar with history, but it's a fact. This once grand civilization, known for its architectural marvels, military prowess, and cultural influence, found itself in decline. But what led to this downfall? Well, it wasn't just a single event, but a series of unfortunate circumstances. An integral part of the decline was the economic troubles that plagued the empire. Decades of overspending on military and building projects had drained the empire's coffers. Inflation was rampant, and Rome's once vibrant economy began to stagnate. In addition to the economic troubles, the Roman Empire was also dealing with significant military issues. The empire had become so vast that it was virtually impossible to protect all its territories from invasions. The once formidable Roman army was stretched too thin, and the quality of troops began to dwindle. The empire was regularly attacked by various barbarian tribes, and each attack further weakened Rome's hold on its territories. And then there was the rise of the Eastern Empire. The Roman Empire had split into two halves: the Western Roman Empire, with Rome as its capital, and the Eastern Roman Empire, with Constantinople as its capital. The Eastern Empire, later known as the Byzantine Empire, was thriving while the West was crumbling. It was wealthier, more populated, and far better defended. The Western Empire was left to fend for itself, further hastening its decline. The fall of Rome was not an overnight event. It was a gradual process, a slow burn that took place over centuries. It was a series of missteps and misfortunes that led to the eventual collapse of one of the greatest civilizations in human history. And so, the once mighty Roman Empire crumbled into history. The empire that had once ruled the known world was no more, but its legacy, its contributions to art, law, politics, and culture would live on, influencing future generations for millennia to come. The Roman Empire may have fallen, but its legacy lives on. In the grand tapestry of human history, few civilizations can claim to have had the enduring impact of Rome. From law to politics, from architecture to culture, Rome's influence is as vast as the empire once was. Consider this: many of the legal principles we abide by today have their roots in Roman law. The concepts of innocent until proven guilty and the right to a fair trial were born under the arches of the Roman courts. And if you've ever wondered why we have senators in our governments, look no further than the Roman Senate, the political institution that paved the way for representative democracy as we know it. Now let's turn our gaze to architecture. Have you ever marveled at a domed building or strolled through a city square flanked by grand colonnades? These architectural marvels owe their existence to Roman innovation. The Pantheon, with its majestic dome, remains a testament to the architectural prowess of the Romans, inspiring countless buildings around the world. But Rome's legacy is not just in stone and marble, it's also in the words we speak. The Romance languages, Italian, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and Romanian, all evolved from Latin, the language of the Romans. And let's not forget the Roman alphabet, which with a few modifications we still use today. And then there's culture, the gladiatorial games, the theatrical performances, the epic poetry. All these aspects of Roman culture have shaped our own in profound ways. The stories of Roman gods and goddesses, their myths and legends continue to captivate our imagination. So even in its fall, Rome continues to shape our world. Its laws guide us, its architecture surrounds us, its language influences ours, and its culture enriches our own. The empire may be long gone, but its spirit, its legacy, lives on. Despite the fall of Rome, Christianity continued to thrive. The end of the Roman Empire was not the end of Christianity, far from it. In fact, it was a new beginning, a pivotal turning point that would see this fledgling faith spread its wings and soar across continents. After the fall of Rome in the 5th century, Christianity had already gained a considerable following. The conversion of Emperor Constantine in the early 4th century had given the religion a significant boost, and it was now recognized as a legal religion within the empire. This acceptance allowed it to grow and strengthen, and even after Rome's collapse, it continued to flourish. Christianity spread due to various reasons. The message of hope and salvation it offered was appealing to many, particularly in a time when the world was fraught with uncertainty and change. Its teachings spoke of love, forgiveness, and the promise of eternal life, concepts that resonated deeply with people from all walks of life. Moreover, the tireless efforts of missionaries played a crucial role in spreading the faith. These devout individuals traveled far and wide, risking their lives to share the teachings of Jesus. They journeyed to distant lands, braving harsh conditions and often hostile environments to spread the word of God. In the centuries following Rome's fall, Christianity continued to grow, spreading across Europe and beyond. It reached the British Isles, parts of Africa, and even made its way to Asia. By the end of the first millennium, Christianity had become a major world religion with followers in every corner of the globe. From the ashes of Rome, Christianity rose to become a beacon of faith for billions. The story of its rise is a testament to the enduring power of faith, the resilience of the human spirit, and the profound impact of a message of love and hope. This is the legacy of Christianity, a faith born in a humble manger, nurtured in the heart of an empire, and spread across the world. So we've seen the rise and fall of the Roman Empire, and the birth and growth of Christianity within its borders. From the birth of Rome, nurtured by the mythic tales of Romulus and Remus, we traced the steps of an empire rising, flexing its might across the vast expanse of the known world. Rome, in its glory and grandeur, was an indomitable force that shaped the course of history. As the empire stood at its peak, a new faith was born within its heart: Christianity. It began as a small ripple emanating from the teachings of Jesus of Nazareth. This ripple would grow into a wave, surging forth, shaping minds, hearts, and events across the globe. We delved into the troubled times of persecution where Jews and Christians faced trials and tribulations under the mighty hand of Rome. It was a time of turmoil, a crucible that tested the resolve of faith and brought forth heroes and martyrs. Yet, even in the face of adversity, the seeds of Christianity took root, growing and spreading, undeterred by the storms of persecution. Then came the fall of Rome, a mighty empire crumbling under the weight of its own ambitions and excesses. As the empire fell, the legacy it left behind was more than just architectural marvels and tales of glory. It was a legacy of ideas, culture, and a faith that would continue to shape the world long after Rome's fall. We observed the spread of Christianity as it journeyed from the heart of Rome to touch every corner of the globe. A faith born in persecution, growing amidst adversity and spreading with a message of hope and redemption. In the grand tapestry of history, Rome and Christianity are forever intertwined. The rise and fall of an empire, the birth and growth of a faith, and the indomitable spirit of humanity that perseveres through it all. This story, like all stories of history, is a testament to our shared journey as a species, filled with triumphs and trials, hope and despair, and the never-ending quest for understanding and meaning. In the grand tapestry of history, Rome and Christianity are forever intertwined. We hope you've enjoyed this journey through history. As we've explored the rise and fall of Rome and the birth and spread of Christianity, we've seen the strength and resilience of humanity. If you're fascinated by these tales of the past and want to dive deeper into the annals of history, don't hesitate. Hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to our channel. Join our family of history enthusiasts. If you found this video enlightening, please hit the like button and subscribe to become a part of our family. May God bless you. Thank you for watching.